A Fidel Edwards-inspired Nottinghamshire collapse has given Hampshire every chance of now avoiding relegation in the LV County Championship, the West Indian picking the perfect time to complete just the second 10-wicket match haul of his career. Gareth Berg and Ryan McLaren had kept their side in this match at Trent Bridge on the second day, and they started the third one with their 9th wicket partnership standing at 95, that being increased to 123 first thing. Hampshire, at one point on 89 for 5 on the previous morning in reply to their host 340, trailed by only 14 runs when McLaren's very valuable innings was ended on 52, Harry Gurney with his 4th wicket. Berg's 72, batting at number 10, was absolutely vital. He out in the next over as Chris Reed claimed his 5th catch of the innings, the visitors dismissed for 326. Nottinghamshire had increased their lead to 25 when Jake Libby was beaten for pace by Edwards to go for 2, the Bajan with his 7th wicket of the match. Notts would not have been concerned at this stage, and they would have fancied setting the relegation-threatened visiting team a tough target. Stephen Mullaney pulled Berg for this 6, but was out for 19 when Ryan Stevenson trapped him in front as the home team headed for lunch on 55 for 2 with a lead of 69. To the 4th ball of the afternoon, Brendan Taylor made his intentions clear by driving Liam Dawson down the ground for a 6. And everything was going along nicely for a side who knew that a win would see them finish in second place in the table, as the Zimbabwean was just as effective against Edwards. Taylor began this season in extraordinary form, but has not been at his best ever since, although this wonderful boundary shot did take him to the 50 mark for the 6th time this summer in this competition. That was his 7th 4 to have him raising his bat after facing 85 deliveries. At the other end, Samit Patel would have hoped to head off to the UAE with England with the big score under his belt. He made 25 and had his side cruising on 127 for 2, 141 runs to the good. Hampshire, who have to win and hope that Sussex don't in Leeds to stay up, seemed to be heading down to the second flight until Berg opened up the game by clipping the top of Patel's stumps. But Nottinghamshire were still on top, with Taylor producing some magic with the bat, with shots such as this one, which had his side up to 150. Berg, the former Middlesex all-rounder, then yorked Ricky Vessels for 9, a wicket which was to dramatically change the complexion of this match and possibly the season. In the next over, Taylor on 90 perfectly picked out James Vince off Dawson, and then Edwards was given the ball to do some serious damage. A fast, full and straight delivery was too good for Reed, who was given out LBW for 5. Billy Root was then dropped in the slips in the same over, only to fall to his next ball as he gave Vince a very important catch in the slip cordon. From 127 for 2 and then 171 for 5, Nottinghamshire had slumped to 178 for 8 when Edwards made it 3 wickets in 7 balls. Stuart Broad also finding the West Indian too hot to handle as he nicked off. Edwards now had 10 in the match. It was then left to McLaren to deliver the perfect Yorker to remove Jake Ball for 7. And the innings was over in a flash when the South African also hit Gurney's stumps, with Edwards taking 4 for 57 for match figures of 10 for 145. Notts were all out for 185. And that now gave Hampshire a target of 200 to win and leave all the pressure on Sussex up the M1. Clearly buoyed by the efforts of their bowlers, Michael Carberry and Jimmy Adams used all of their many years of experience to ensure that they survived right through to the close, 24 overs in which Broad's 3 cost 26 runs and none of the other 5 bowlers employed caused any real problems, Adams ending the day on 46 with his partner on 37. The great escape in this match is very much on then. Hampshire need only 112 more runs to keep their side of the bargain by winning here. An even bigger escape will then be completed if Sussex fail to bat out the last day at Heningley.